Well, here we are. It's Thursday, right? It's Thursday. I fixed my mic from last week, and we are good to go. I'm gonna take this off so I'm a little bit more comfortable, and I can hear the sound of my voice when it is grating you guys. So yeah, I'm hoping the game's not too loud. It shouldn't be. I should have adjusted everything. But yeah, hi, happy Thursday. It's time for our weekly review of WoW, life, and yeah, there's not really anything else, is there? We actually got a really big update this week, believe it or not. It was the basically there's a bunch of like greedy goblins and stuff. Um, that spawn. In fact, what time is it? It's almost time. So there might actually be time to show you one during the video, if I'm not in LFR. But yeah, there's basically portals that spawn. They drop like every hour, I think it is. Yeah, in front of it's every hour on the hour in front of Dorngall, Orgrimmar, and Stormwind. And it basically spawns a little portal. Greedy goblins basically come out, literally is what they're called, and they drop a bag. Bag is full of loot. There are some currency. There are some pets, toys, and transmogs. So I've got a couple of transmogs in my bag. I've already got them. Works haunted leg and fighting leg, and they are literally peg legs. As you can see here, they're peg legs. So yeah, that was one of the transmogs. There's a vendor. There he is. Here, so I've already bought two of the. I've already bought two of the transmogs, but it's the old tier 2 transmogs. You can basically use the currency you get out of the bag to buy this stuff. Yeah, that is essentially what it is and how it works. You farm the goblins, you get a currency and you use it to buy the old transmogs. I've bought one for my rogue, I've bought one for my mage, and I will probably buy the one for my druid. Anything else is kind of just meh for me. I don't really play any other characters except those three. So those will be the three that I will concentrate on. You also, if you are anything like me, you are struggling for Valor Stones. It is an absolute crazy amount of Valor Stones you get. You get about 40 per bag, and from each portal there are 3 goblins that spawn. So you're getting, for each kill, you're getting over 100 Valor Stones. Obviously that's every hour, but you can also go into Undermine, yeah, this area, and the portals spawn around here. So you can see here, greedy emissary, lure greedy treasure goblins to our timeline by defeating rare enemies in the Undermine. If you kill the rare elites, it has a chance to spawn a portal. When the portal spawns, the greedy goblins will come, I think it's in 1 minute or something like that, and you can do them constantly. You can constantly farm this currency. It says for the first 10 every week, I think it is, for the first 10 that you kill every week, the first bags that you open are basically guaranteed currency. Everything after that, it is not guaranteed currency, but it seems to be guaranteed Valor Stones. So yeah, my rogue is now capped. Yep, so I've got 2,000. I've got 2,000 Valor Stones. I'm totally capped here, which is absolutely insane. I have not been capped in the longest time because I seem to get tons of crests and not as many Valor Stones. So this is a great way to actually, go crazy. You can farm it all on one character. You can transfer stuff. Obviously, you lose some in the transfer. I think it's 20%, but It's absolutely worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Like it is. Like you can just run around like constantly farming it. That for me is a very big thing because it means that I can actually finish off my mage. I don't have that many things left to upgrade on my mage. I think I've got like 2 or 3 items. So I just need some more crests and I will be good to go. I have Valor Stones coming out of my fucking ass. So yeah, finally, we are kind of good on that. So yeah, other than that, the biggest update, which I think people actually care about, I'm just gonna let these guys kill this stuff. Yeah, the biggest update that I think people care about is it's got a particular name. Collect. There you go. The collector's bounty. So there is an extra 5% drop chance. Wow, get squashed. Yeah, there's an extra 5% drop chance on mounts, toys, pets, certain things have an increased chance. So, for argument's sake, the invisible reigns from the Lich King is a 1% drop chance. It is now a 6% drop chance, which is like that is so crazy because people have been farming that for literal years, um, and now they suddenly have 500% more of a chance. That's the difference between 1 and 6%. It's literally a 500% increase. So for any of you who are interested, there are. I don't want to sort of what is it? Beat a dead horse, right? And I'm not going to make this extra content. There are tons of people who have already made this content, basically pushing towards what is best to farm, what is the best chances, how many like increases. There are people doing runs that are counting how many mounts they've got. So I saw a guy do 10 mount runs of ones he's been farming. He did them on one character and he got 2 mounts. Now, obviously, that is luck. That is more luck than anything. Yeah, but it just goes to show that this is an actual, real chance to really get those mounts that you have been waiting for the last 745 years. So yeah, um, I really wish you guys good luck. I don't give a flying shit about mounts. I think they are dumb because I have the best mount in the game, which is my rogue class mount, which is a giant raven. Um, I think that one is the coolest, and even my druid can turn into a little raven as well, which is quite cool. So I genuinely don't care about any of these other mounts. I have a few rare mounts and they're fun, and I mounted them once, and I have literally never used them since. So I'm not a collector. I like the pets. I know that that is probably just as bad as mounts because you can only use one at a time. But I very much like the little pets. I had a lot of fun, for argument's sake. Jennifer out of Karazhan, I had a lot of fun farming that, and I actually followed the process of finding out how to obtain her. It was part of the one of the secret discords, because it was a secret until it was discovered. So I actually very much enjoyed that. But yeah, the mounts are just. I mean, Blizzard, to my knowledge, have never done anything like this before. This is an absolute crazy thing, and I'm sure there are going to be tons of people who are going to either come back to the game, they are going to return, they are going to have a new lease of life, they are going to be logging on all of their alts. So if you've got 10 characters, you can park 10 characters at a raid, and then farm it and just get your extra drop chance. There are people that have also they have created like maps of this is the items you need, yeah, this is the teleports you need, this is the path you want to take for grinding out as much as you can as quick as you can. So I think there was one that I was looking at because I will probably do this for the sake, you know. Um, I might as well try to get my Raven Lord. I think was the one I actually used to farm. Um, but yeah, there are like there are tutorials of if you have these items and you are like, for argument's sake, a mage, you can go and you can farm these 10 raids in under an hour, and you can really do this, every week for the next month. It's brought the community aspect of World of Warcraft straight back from the dead. It is an absolute amazing thing. I really, really think that what they have done is a good thing, and I hope they do other things like this in the future. I will go and I will look at what pets I can farm because that's, well, all I care about at the moment are the little pets and toys. So I'm definitely going to go and do that. Um, Another thing in World of Warcraft is we still haven't had an announcement for the new like raid and patch, but we have had the PTR. There's been a lot of testing. I haven't looked into it in depth. I quite like the sort of surprise that I get when I go into these new raids. It feels like, whoops. Yeah, it feels like how it used to feel when you got something new and you had to discover it for the first time. I very, very much enjoy doing that, so I tend not to spoil it for myself. But there are a lot of what look like fun bosses. A few people in my guild have tried them and they've said that they are really, really fun. Something that definitely you should look at if you're interested in it. I would expect, don't quote me, but I would definitely expect it to be, I think it's about 8 weeks after PTR starts. So we're probably looking end of July, start of August for patch. So I would assume that we would probably get an announcement maybe 3 or 4 weeks before that actually happens. So I would hold tight to your assholes because that's probably going to be coming maybe towards the end of the month. Yeah, other than that, that is pretty much it. It actually feels like I'm reporting news for World of Warcraft for once, rather than just talking about going and fighting animals and putting them in cages. But yeah, it feels good. As I say, I am very much enjoying killing the goblins, farming the transmogs, and I got a little pet as well. So lots of fun stuff. I got a toy as well, I think. It's really, really good, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I hope they do things like this in the future. Other than that, my guild is still progressing the same boss in the raid. It has been 400 years. I think that woman on the Titanic waited less time than we've had to wait to kill this damn boss. So yeah, it's becoming very, very not fun. I think our best pull is about 20%, maybe a little less. Yeah, he's a bastard, and it seems like every little mistake is getting punished. We've gotten to like the end sort of phase, but we've got too many people dead that we end up losing because of that. So yeah, it's not the best boss in the world, but we are hoping, because we're getting a little bit more powerful, we are going to get this and potentially get the next one as well. So yeah, that is kind of it for World of Warcraft. I'm gonna have a drink. And we are yeah, we're on our rogue right now. That is because I am potentially going to play this for the next raid here, because we went from no mages to 3 mages, and what am I in combat with? Okay, I'll vanish. Yeah, I'm potentially going to go rogue, so I'm going to go melee. Obviously, I don't have any other sort of character that is suitable for raiding other than my rogue. I do play warrior, but I think saying I'm bad at warrior is probably a bit of an understatement. I would say I'm really bad at warrior. Obviously, I've played Rogue since the Burning Crusade, so I kind of know what I'm doing with Rogue. But yeah, so I'm probably going to change to melee for the next raid tier. Obviously, it depends because other people might play it, and I might get to stick to my mage. But I thought I've got my tank pretty much ready to go. I've got my mage ready to go. I thought, you know, give myself something else to play. So I'm hopefully not going to get the same stagnant feeling that I got this expansion, Jesus Christ, Joe. This tier, I kind of burnt myself out because I wanted to do my mage so badly. I put all of my eggs in one basket, and then I kind of just screwed myself over. So probably best not to do that this time. So I am going to give myself my rogue as well. Give myself something else to focus on. Yeah. Other than that, for World of Warcraft, we are all done. The rank reset in Overwatch is also still, you know, it's still causing me great pain. Definitely I'm not enjoying it. It's been very, very difficult climbing back to where we were. I am still not back to where I was. Yeah, it's definitely not fun, but it's becoming more fun. Who are we kidding, right? Yeah, it's becoming more fun as you get higher into the ranks. I suppose people tend to have the IQ higher than a sponge, but it's not like it's still not great. It's still not great. You know, it's attracted a lot of new people, which is amazing. Absolutely great for the game, but because there doesn't seem to be anything in place to stop brand new players coming into my games, which kind of sucks because I have to play with someone who's new, and someone who's new also has to play with people who are obviously a little bit more experienced. So yesterday we had I played the game, and I'm just going to say this game because like I remember it. We had a game where we had a Reaper. The guy played Reaper, and he took Reaper, and Reaper is not very good. It's very easily countered, I would say, at a rank that I'm at. Do I have anything? I'll show you. Look, we're going to get a portal, so I'll show you because it can spawn in raids as well. But he was just struggling, and obviously like my teammates, because I can't actually speak. Right, so we didn't throw enough buffs into the portal. We only got one. So you get an item that drops from these guys, and you can throw it in, and then it spawns up to 3. I'm assuming. So if you get 6 buffs, it's that gives you the maximum amount. And look, there we go. So we got the chest. Look, got the chest. Open the chest. Hellstone shards. That's the name. There you go. So we got 1. But yeah, sorry. This guy obviously said, like, you know, Reaper, what are you doing? You need to shoot your guns. Blah 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 blah. And the guy was like, I'm really sorry. I'm new to this mode. I thought I knew how to play Reaper, and it was like, right, okay, we are, you know, getting up into the ranks a bit here, and we have a Reaper who is basically brand new, and it's like, it's very, very unfair for him. It's very, very unfair for us. Luckily, we won. I was on Zarya, and obviously Zarya is just extremely powerful. So I was basically carrying in terms of damage, so it didn't matter that our Reaper wasn't doing as much damage. He actually thanked us for the carry at the end of it, but it was a carry, and I think that's the biggest issue right now with Overwatch. It becomes better the higher you get, but it is definitely yeah, it's definitely something to consider if you are going to play. I would say stick to it, put your sort of 10 hours worth of gameplay in, and you will get a better experience out of it. Okay, I am still at the gym. I am still doing all the things that are good. I am going through a horrible part of my sort of psychology appointments. So, unfortunately, I have Oh my god, I nearly died. Cool. Yeah, unfortunately, I have some body dysmorphia, I think is what it's actually called. So we're sort of diving deep into that, and Jesus fuck. It sounds like I'm having a stroke. Like, the deeper we dive, it is more and more obvious to realize that I have sort of a problem here that needs to be solved. You know, so my problem is obviously with the way I look. I don't like the way I look. So I am at the gym. I am eating better, and I'm trying to change the way I look. I have changed the way I have looked over the last sort of 2 years, and I am still unhappy. So that was kind of the problem. And when we spoke about it, it became like, okay, we need to go over this sort of stuff to have a look and see if we can sort of diagnose it and see if we can help you out with that, because endlessly being on a diet and going to the gym and working hard for the rest of your life is probably not going to make you happy. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's fair. So we're sort of deep diving into that. That's the big thing. School finishes this week, so today I actually am going to have my lovely daughter. You may see her later on stream because, well, like any child, she just does not want to go to sleep, which is great. So she'll probably sneak onto stream later because, well, she doesn't sleep. So, yeah. You may see her, but yeah, school holidays. It's the last day of school today, so I'll be picking her up. And, oh god. Oh, there's no shards. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, I'll be picking her up and then I'll be entertaining her a little bit more. So, going through the summer holidays, my streams might be a little bit more shorter on some days. They might be longer on others. So, I just apologise for that in advance. Obviously, like, I want to spend time with my daughter, but I also have this, like, sort of routine where I am streaming and I am doing all these, like, fun things, like creating videos and all that sort of stuff. So I am definitely wanting to keep doing that. It just might be a little bit more irregular. We should soak this. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think that is pretty much a long ass roundup. Yeah, this was actually quite a long video, but then there was quite a bit of World of Warcraft to speak about, so that's kind of cool. Makes a nice little change. So yeah, I also, if you haven't seen it, I uploaded a little clip video. I'm gonna plan to do them once a month. I want to do a little special shout out here for Jay. Jay does most of my clips, and it is because of Jay that we have a video at all. So that is a very helpful thing for me. So it gives me the ability to make content for you. For anybody else, because I know there are other names that have obviously clipped things. Guys, if you clip things, I will make content and I will be able to show other people, and you'll be able to rewatch it and have a laugh. Essentially, that is invaluable to me, being able to like go and look at all my clips and make things out of them. So I thank you in advance for all the clips. I do appreciate it. Especially all the ones that are out of context, because when I watch them back, I have no idea why I said what I said. So yeah, that's always good as well. Other than that, there is nothing. There's nothing left. I want to thank Bells and I want to thank Dom for the coffee this week. I appreciate it. Mwah. You guys are awesome, and it is. I actually had a Costa today, so yeah, it was like proper spoiled. But yeah, I really appreciate it. It gives me a little something to sort of urge me to make these videos for you. So I really do appreciate that. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I am going to get this video sorted, and I will be on stream later for you guys. I will be here after I put my daughter in bed later. So yeah, any feedback and anything like that is appreciated. I just want to remind you, subscribing, liking, and watching is more than I could ever ask for. So I very much appreciate it. I can't put it into words, and if I did, I'd probably just bawl my eyes out. So yeah, all right. I will leave you for now. That is it. I will see you guys next week for the next update. And yeah, take care of yourselves. It is much love from me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.